Greetings, we are Group 1 and our topic is about universalism. Our objectives are to understand the definition, core principles, and concept of universalism. Another is to examine the implication of universalism on morality and ethics. And lastly, to explore the challenges and conflicts of universalism. And the subtopics that are contained within universalisms are history and foundation of universalism, implications in universalism, moral philosophy, social justice, natural law, human rights.
So universalism, it is a philosophical and ethical concept rooted in the belief that fundamental rights, values, and principles should apply universally to all human beings, regardless of their nationality, race, religion, or social status. It asserts that there are commonalities that bind humanity together, transcending differences and emphasizing our shared humanity. So, through this recognition, it advocates for a more unified and cohesive society, one that does not create barriers based on individual differences, but rather it recognizes and celebrates our differences. So, it also emphasizes the importance of respecting fundamental rights, values, and principles for all humans, just like what I have said a while ago, regardless of their individual characteristics, and it promotes a more equal and just society. We also have two types of universalism. The first one is the Unitarian Universalism, and it is based on the belief that there is one God who manifests himself in many different ways, and this theology rejects the concept of a Trinity and believes in the unity of all people. The second one is the Theological Universalism. It accepts multiple paths to salvation. It also believes that all religions lead to the same destinations and that there is no one authentic way to reach God.
So this means that universalism is a guiding principle that prioritizes considering the well-being and potential risk of all parties involved when making policy or decisions or assessing outcomes. It entails identifying the needs, assessing outcomes of individuals affected by a decision, understanding the choices available to them, and providing them with necessary information to safeguard their welfare. Essentially, universalism emphasizes taking into account the dignity, needs, and values of all people impacted by a decision, not just focusing on a narrow set of interests or outcomes. It is merely a decision-making method but a broader approach that integrates a compassionate regard for individuals and groups in determining the best course of action.
Universalism is a philosophical, theological concept that some ideas have universal application or applicability. This means that these ideas or truth apply to all individuals, regardless of culture, race, sex, religion, nationality, or any other distinguishing feature. Universalism in a broad sense is often seen as emphasizing the common values, needs, and goals of human beings. It is often constructed with particularism, which emphasizes the distinctiveness and individuality of different cultures and social groups.
We also have the history and foundation of universalism. So, universalism traces its origin back to ancient civilizations, where influential thinkers such as the Stoics in ancient Greece proposed the idea of a universal moral law that governs human conduct. However, it was during the Enlightenment era in the 17th and 18th centuries that universalism gained significant traction, and thinkers like Immanuel Kant emphasized the importance of treating every individual as an end in themselves, deserving of dignity and respect.
So, under the moral philosophy, the concept of universalism play a crucial role. It is frequently employed to advocate the idea of moral code that is applicable to every person, respective of their culture, upbringing, or individual convictions. In the field of moral philosophy, universalism is an important concept. It is often used to support the idea of a shared moral code that applies to every person, regardless to their culture, background, or personal beliefs. So, this means that certain moral principles are considered to be universally valid and should be followed by everyone, as they are believed to be essential for for fair and their unjust behavior.
Universalism in the context of social justice refers to the belief that certain rights and principles should apply universally to all individuals, regardless of factors such as race, gender, religion, and social economic status. It emphasizes the inherent dignity and worth of every human being and possesses that all people have equal entitlement to basic rights and opportunities and sources in society. In the realm of social justice, universalism serves as a guiding principle for advocating for fairness, equality, and inclusivity within society. Universalism in social justice emphasizes the importance of recognizing and upholding the inherent worth and rights of all individuals, regardless of their background or identity, to create a more just, equitable, and exclusive world for all.
So we are now at the third implications of universalism, which is the natural law, as postulated by Thomas Aquinas and served as the cornerstone of universalism. So to define this, natural law is a legal theory that recognizes how law and morality are deeply connected. It is a universal law that can be deduced through reason, as it is the source of moral law and it applies to each and every person. It is a philosophy that tells what is good or bad, right or wrong. So the idea of natural law in ethics is it emphasizes that reasons allows us to determine universal moral principles that are applicable to all individuals, regardless of their background or circumstances. For example, it is universally accepted that killing someone is wrong, but punishing someone for killing is right. Even if the act of killing is in self-defense, it is still strictly prohibited. So this example demonstrates how natural law distinguishes between actions that are morally wrong, such as killing, and actions that are morally right, such as punishing someone for killing. And this example also emphasizes that natural law maintains that certain actions, like killing, are morally wrong even in complex situations, such as when killing is committed in self-defense.
Universalism forms the cornerstone of modern human rights movements. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the United Nations in 1948, exemplifies the Universalist principles by enshrining the inherent dignity and equal rights of all individuals. It serves as a powerful reminder that no matter where we come, we all possess inalienable right that should be protected. Meaning that universalism supports the idea that everyone, regardless of where they live or their background, has basic rights like the right to life and dignity. It emphasized the idea of universal human rights, suggesting that certain fundamental rights belong to everyone simply by virtue of being human.
So lastly is the challenges and conflicts of universalism. Number one is the people and groups often have conflicting values and priorities, making it challenging to address everyone's needs adequately. So this means that to address this challenge, it is crucial to promote empathy, open communication, and understanding among different groups. Encouraging dialogue and collaboration can help find common ground and compromise on solutions that benefit everyone to some extent. So number two in this objective is the economic and political issues in universalism. Universalism can also lead to tensions between different economics and political systems, such as especially when it comes to equality and equity. To manage these tensions, it is essential to foster open dialogue and understanding among different countries and political systems. Encouraging mutual respect and cooperation can help find the balance between respecting diverse economic and political systems while promoting universal values of equity and equality.
Universalism is a powerful concept that holds the potential to shape a more inclusive, just, and compassionate world by recognizing our shared humanity and enforcing the fundamental rights and values that bind us. We can strive towards a future where every individual is afforded dignity, respect, and equal opportunities. Let us champion universalism and work together to create a world where the pursuit of common good knows no bound.